Hi, this is Thresden, and this is part 13 of an Elder Scrolls Online Blackwood Collections walkthrough. In the previous episode, we started trying to do dungeons and battlegrounds, and in the first battleground we tried, we didn't do very well, and we couldn't get the bonus experience for the day. So in this episode, we're going to try again to get the bonus experience by doing another battleground. Then afterwards, we're going to try to resolve this dispute between the Imperials and Argonians here in Hutan-Tzel. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now.
These ancient totems are spread out across the swamp, but they are always dormant. Strange. I think there are more farther ahead. I wonder if they are active as well.
Alright, so this is Chaosball. In this type of battleground, you try to get the Chaosball, and if your team holds the Chaosball, you get points for as long as you hold it. Everybody else tries to kill the guy with the Chaosball and grab it.
Show no mercy!
To summon my pet. Alright, well, who has the Chaos Ball? Yeah, I love being able to just shrug off all this damage. I've just got so much health that I barely even care. Alright, the Chaos Ball is over there. Might be back here. Yeah, he's all the way back here. People are ignoring the guy with the ball. Wow. That guy does a lot of damage.
Get that ball! Go! Go! Get the ball back!
Alright, where's the ball? Over here. Purple team has it. Gotta heal my ally here. Maybe it doesn't work. Yeah, it worked. Ah. Shit.
They've lost the ball! They're absolutely useless! They've lost the ball! They're absolutely useless!
Where is the ball? Over this way. Alright, he's down on the lower levels. Yeah, it's just too much damage.
Get that ball! Go! Go!
What the hell? Alright, I'm not going to take out the person with the ball yet. I'm going to take out this person first. Well, I say that.
Get that ball back! Go! Go! We must get the ball!
Alright, I think I got an assist there, maybe. I think this build is just not going to work in Battlegrounds. I'm going to have to figure out how to make a Battleground build with a character that has high health. This isn't really working.
We must get the ball!
Well, we got the ball. I need to heal him. Alright, he's good.
Get that ball or get off the field!
We're up to 150 points. I don't think we can win, but at least we got a shot if I can keep him healed. But I'm out of magicka.
They've got the ball.
Yeah. Yeah, we got 170 points, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. If Orange Team gets another 60 points, they'll win the match and we'll finish last.
They've lost the ball! They're absolutely useless! Get that ball or get off the field! Get the ball back!
Yeah, I just froze. I couldn't get it. Alright, we were last again. Alright, we got the achievement Alliance War Recruit. I got lots of loot from the Battlegrounds. Alright, let me see what we can do with some of this loot. I could go ahead and use this Girdle of the Nightmare. It's a little bit better than what I've got. Wait, let's see if I need it. Need the Bog Raider set for something. I don't. Go ahead and replace this. Take these recipes. And it looks like that's it for now. So I'm not going to do any more Battlegrounds today. That really wasn't much fun. I'm going to have to do some research and see if there's some way to make a good PvP character who has a lot of health. The problem is, most of the guides you can find are for characters that have lots of stamina or magicka. And this character doesn't have much of either. It has a lot of health.
Argonians and Imperials. It looks like they were fighting back to back, defending themselves. Their wounds are jagged too. Perhaps we will find survivors farther up this way.
Hopefully. Hopefully we find survivors.
We use this dye for rituals. Is this what woke those totems? Let us follow the footprints.
Follow the footprints. Oh, I see them.
This is the largest of those totems I mentioned earlier. Oh no.
What's wrong, Himjas?
I think I understand. These totems, the dye was used to paint runes upon them, which must have activated their latent magic. But those runes are only known to this tribe. The Imperials could not have done this. It had to be one of our own.
What do the runes do?
With these runes, whoever is responsible turned this totem and the others into very powerful lures. That explains the excess of creatures coming out of the swamp. They would be drawn out in droves by this kind of magic.
Why would someone do that?
I do not know. It is incredibly dangerous, even with someone as skillful as me protecting the tribe. These creatures do not discriminate who they hunt. We need to stop this.
How do we do that?
I am not sure. My brute strength and fortitude do not lend themselves easily to the inner workings of tribe magic. But perhaps fortitude is all we need. Let us try smashing it. You go first. I will save my strength in case we have need of it.
Uh-huh, okay.
Ah! Despite my yelping, I was not afraid, I assure you.
Sure.
There is no shame in being frightened, of course. If you are alarmed, do not worry. You are safe with me. Anyway, that was a great effort on your part. But perhaps hitting it is not enough.
What do we do now?
This is now beyond my capability. I believe the magic of these totems and the secret to destroying them would be known by the elder of my tribe, Nahish Nurwal. I think we need to speak to her if we are to learn anything more.
Okay, where is Nahish Nurwal?
She should be back in the village. I will head there first and explain the situation, but I believe you should speak with her as well. Nahish Nurwal, does not always take my counsel. I will meet you there. I will return and speak to Nahish Nurwal. Meet me there when you can.
All right. May as well ride.
Bodies of Imperials and our own?
Yes, fighting together, and their wounds were jagged, as if they were from mighty beasts.
Himjas, if this is another story, Nahish Narwal, I will go verify the truth of this claim.
I appreciate your willingness to help, outsider, but you must understand. Himjas has a strong heart, but he often invents problems in order to test his heroism. This matter with the Imperials is likely simpler than he insists.
Actually, one of your people is responsible for the missing people, both Argonian and Imperial.
What? This is a very serious accusation. The idea that one of our own caused so much pain, it is as hard to chew as thick bark. Is what Himjas said about the bodies true? Please, tell me all that you know.
Someone used magical runes to turn totems into lures, which attracted creatures from the swamp.
The creatures in the swamp are incredibly vicious, even in small doses. It's no wonder so many have fallen prey. It seems our prisoner was not lying to us. Those totems are ancient and very powerful. Meddling with them is quite dangerous.
We tried destroying the largest one, but failed.
The one at the top of Zal Aristotle? I'm not surprised. Dismantling lures as powerful as this will require going inside the Zanmir. Unfortunately, as time abandoned Zal Aristotle, its depths filled with nightmarish horrors.
Then what should we do?
We have no choice but to venture inside the Zonmir. But we do not have enough people to do so safely. We have lost too many of our warriors. You are here as a mediator. Perhaps you could convince the Imperials to assist us in this matter.
I can try.
Good. Hopefully he will be willing to appeal to his superiors. Regardless, I will make sure he is freed. Take this. It is a ward that will unlock the main entrance of Istirus. I will gather as many warriors as I can, and meet you there.
All right, I'll speak to the lieutenant and then enter Istirus.
Gods, this can't be happening. I heard what was discussed. I can hardly believe it. They were so quick to pin the blame on us.
Yeah.
And the whole time it was one of their own people?
Yep.
I suppose it doesn't matter now. We've all lost friends. What we need to do is fix this.
Do you think your people would be willing to help the Argonians enter the Zanmir?
The Ivory Brigade is far from petty. I'm sure there will be some who are unhappy about it, but even they will understand the need to work together in order to stop this. I'll speak with my commander if I'm free to go. I'm sure I can convince him.
The Argonians will free you. Go speak to your captain.
My apologies on behalf of my tribe, Lieutenant. Let us get you out of there.
I will meet you at the ruins.
I'll go talk to my commander. Once we put an end to this threat, then we can turn our attention to improving this relationship between our people.
We must put our differences aside to overcome this challenge. I hope fighting together is a path toward making amends. Go to Istirus. Use the ward to open the door. We will meet you there.
All right, let's see.
The entrance to Istirus should be along the bottom of the structure. Let us hurry. There, the door.
All right, can we just go in? It looks like there's a barrier. Oh, it looks like maybe I've lost connection or something. Yeah, I can't even put my sword away now. Alright, I got back in. I just lost connection to the server just for a minute. It looks like it's working now. Alright, that removed the barrier.
Oh, it is quite dark in here. Why don't you lead?
Alright, I'm a tank. I can lead. Ouch.
Curse you relics, why will you not stop?
Holy,
Guess who?
you did this?
Himjas, I am sorry. I cannot disable the lures, no matter how hard I try. My touch causes them to fade, yet they return within seconds. When I take my axe to the stone, my blade only dulls. I blame the Imperials for our missing people. I was a fool.
Why did you do it?
I was trying to protect my people. Too many times dryskins have come to our swamps in an attempt to claim them. These Imperials seemed no different. I hoped to frighten them. I activated the totems to try and chase them off.
Himjas said they've been turned into lures.
Yes, our people once used them as a means to gather food and resources. When the totem is active, creatures are drawn to its aura like a Kotugava to blood.
You didn't think there was a connection between the lures and your missing people?
I did not know how dangerous this ancient magic truly was. I did not understand my actions were the cause of all this. Not until I heard about the bodies you and Himjas found. And once I realized, it was already too late.
But you came here to try and fix things anyway?
Yes, but it is impossible. Nothing I do works. The magic replenishes itself within mere moments. I am truly sorry. We should evacuate our people to Gideon before Hutan-Tzel is overrun.
Help is coming.
Help is here, my friend. Let us begin.
Nahish Nerwul. And the Imperials?
Olik's actions were foolish.
This is my fault.
Time for blame can come later. We're here to help.
Olik's actions were foolish. These lures have lain dormant for a reason. The magic within them is dangerous. Still, the actions of the past cannot change the present. What is done cannot be undone. But we can ensure that no one else gets hurt.
How do we do that?
A ritual. To dismantle the lures, they must be touched above ground and below within a few moments of one another. It requires an act of unison. Perhaps it is a test from those that came before us. A lesson of sorts. Now it falls to us to learn it.
How do we coordinate above and below?
The Imperials agreed to post their soldiers above ground. They're already in position and awaiting orders. Once you activate a lure below, its partner above the surface will flicker, signaling the Imperials to act. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand. But what will you be doing?
I will return above to coordinate our efforts. If something were to go wrong, I want to be able to help remedy it. You and Himjas must dismantle the lures down here and rejoin us when you are finished. Good luck to you, outsider. And thank you.
All right, Himjas and I will handle the lures down here.
Thank you.
We will fix this, Olik. Do not worry. Come, my friend. Let the fury of our combined prowess topple these lures. Fear not. With my mighty sword arm, I will protect you from the fearsome creatures that prowl this Zonmir, while you disable the lures. I think it is working.
Alright, we gotta disable 2 more lures. He tried to charge me there. So I had to sidestep out of the way. there go trying to weapon swap again, because I'm so used to it. But we are not level 15 yet, so we can't weapon swap.
It seems the Imperials up above are succeeding as well.
Oh, we are level 15 now. So I'm not sure what I want to use as a second weapon. Alright, we'll deal with that in the next episode. For now, I'm just going to keep going, because we're almost done with this quest. Take it again. Oh, I'm out of chicken. What am I going to eat now? I've got nothing to eat. I need to make some more chicken. Of course, there's a giant boss blob right here at the end.
That was the last one. Now I will make a swift, daring exit and run back to the village.
You do that.
There.
You do that, Himjoss.
You have my thanks, Lieutenant, as well as my tribe's friendship.
Thank you. I assure you, we will do everything in our power to make sure this is the start of a prosperous friendship between our people.
A great success. We are victorious and strong, and all mostly intact.
Ah, glad to see you made it out safely. Please, we can speak after you talk to Nahish Nurwal. I know she wishes to thank you.
The totems have fallen silent above ground. I assume you and Himjoss were also successful from below. The beast should move on now. I do not think they will trouble us any more than they did before all this. We will all be safe.
Are things resolved between you and the Imperials now?
In large part because of your efforts, we were able to find common ground and the desire to communicate. I have personally apologized for our responsibility for the bloodshed, and they have been gracious enough to accept my sincerity.
What's going to happen to Oleg?
Oleg was trying to protect his people, and we understand that. But his actions cost lives on both sides, and for that he must be punished. It pains me, but it is necessary. Oleg understands, and he will face his punishment bravely.
I see.
You have my enduring gratitude, traveler. Should your adventures ever bring you this way again, know that you may call us allies. I think Himjoss was looking for you. Be sure to say your farewells to him before you continue your journey.
The tribe will be telling stories of this for many years to come, I am sure. the mighty Himjas with his faithful partner, slashing through horrors in the darkness of ancient ruins without a shred of fear.
Yeah, right.
Thank you for your help, friend.
What will you do now?
The tribe will flourish now that we are no longer fighting with the Imperials. As for me, I will continue performing heroic deeds across the coast. Great heroes like us never stay in one place too long.
I wish you luck, Himjas.
Please, take this. Not only did you fight bravely, but you ensured a truce between my tribe and the Imperials. You saved many lives today. I will make sure no one leaves you out of the grand stories of our heroism.
Alright, we got Himjas' Heroic Breeches. Gives us max magicka. It's part of the Bog Raider set. We may want to switch out that other piece of gear. I'm not sure. Yeah.
We did it, friend. We fearlessly pursued the truth, cut through our foes with Wamasu-like strength, bested our enemies, and came out victorious. And I did not get terribly injured. This is a great day.
Are you angry with Olik?
No, though I imagine some will be. I happen to understand what it is like to be impulsive and overconfident at
Yeah.
times. I see why he did it, and in my heart, I know I can forgive him. Whether he can forgive himself is a different matter.
But what about the Imperials? Will they forgive Olik?
That I am not sure. But the fact that they put aside their grief and anger in order to help us in the ruins makes me believe that they understand better than I would have anticipated. I hope they forgive him, and that relations between us flourish.
Thank you for your part in this. Our intention was never to frighten the citizens here, but we did not listen to them when they expressed their concerns. We simply went about our business. This is just as much our fault.
What will you do now?
My commander asked me to be the official liaison between the Ivory Brigade and these Argonians. I hope to keep our alliance intact, and perhaps even turn it into a friendship. It'll take some doing, but I'm confident we're off to a good start.
What do the rest of your soldiers think?
Opinions differ, but they are all honorable. They will hold up this alliance, even if they are still mourning those we lost. Time will heal that pain, and even those who protest the loudest will see that peace is the right answer.
Alright. Nahish?
Hutan-Tzel will be forever grateful for your assistance, outsider. Not only that, you've helped us learn a valuable lesson, one we were sorely in need of. It's time to look forward to a new future, and not be ensnared by the fear of our past.
What about the Imperials being on your land? Are you going to negotiate?
It is less of a concern now that we know they mean us no harm. But to ensure lasting peace, you are correct. We will need to negotiate. We did as much to sully relations between our people, if not more. My tribe is prepared to make compromises.
Has your opinion of these Imperials changed?
As surely as the colors of leaves change with the season. They are kinder than I ever would have thought. Perhaps not all are like them, but I will reserve judgment. Lieutenant Viria in particular impresses me. I hope to see more of him.
Alright, Olik.
My gratitude is overflowing, like a swollen river. If not for you, there would have been many more deaths. My punishment awaits me, though I do not know if it will ever feel like enough for all the hurt I caused.
What's your punishment?
Nahish Nurwul is being lenient. A full exile would be fitting, but instead she has ordered me to hunt rare quarry. I cannot return until I procure the skin of an albino deathhopper, a beast which has not been seen in more than a Hist's age.
Do you think you'll be able to do it?
It is not an impossible task, just very difficult. I am exiled until I find my quarry, so I have no choice. It may take me many changes of the seasons, but that is what I deserve. I accept my punishment and will endeavor to see it through.
Good luck. He sounds pretty repentant. Oh. Yeah, this is weird. You can't actually talk to any of these people. It looks like you can, but when you hit E, nothing happens.
Prowlers are dangerous adversaries. Better to live with them than to make them enemies. The puzzle there involves figuring out how to live with them.
Okay, so you can talk to him, but the others you can't talk to. All right, so that's going to be the end of this episode. I'm kind of disappointed. Our attempts at PvP were terrible. It wasn't much fun, but we can weapon swap now. So I'll try to create a new build that allows us to weapon swap. Maybe we can come up with a build that does more damage, that's more fun to play in PvP. If I can't get a build that works, I'm just going to not do PvP for this entire walkthrough, since we're playing a tank character. Anyway, next episode, we'll go here, talk to Alchemy, and talk to the traveling dancers and see what that stuff is all about. And then after that, we'll go down to Gideon and continue the main story. But that's going to be all for this episode. Thanks for watching. See you next time.